Hi, everyone. My name is James Klein, and I am the creator of Bitcoin Strategy AI. So I wanted to come on here and just kind of get this ball rolling, do an introduction to the app that I've been building for the last 6 months. I could kind of give you the why and the purpose of what I'm going for, and then I'll just do a quick walkthrough. So I'm a career data engineer. I have been in Bitcoin since 2018. I've been in MicroStrategy since 2020. And recently I've been getting really deep into options trading. I have been doing options trading for 6 years or so as well, but now I'm, really trying to get better at it and, really dial in my trades. And obviously I'm trading MicroStrategy so that I can build more Bitcoin, get more Bitcoin. That's the goal. It's probably what most of us are doing here. So a little background of like why I created this app. So in November, I traded the top perfectly. Did a fantastic job. I studied charts for months and months and months, and looking at technical charts, fib extensions. Really went deep on it. I did a great job. I got out, and that was when the MicroStrategy trade really it resonated with me. I was like, I get this now. This thing is going to rip. This is the $1 trillion market cap in MicroStrategy. That's on the table. That's when I bought back in. I was like, okay, this is going to $2,000. Like I believed it, and so I got back in way too soon. And then we had this downtrend for the last 3 months. So that was, in January or so. And I had been planning on building this for myself anyway, just because I wanted to have data all in one place. And so I overlooked that point. And what that was like, I was looking at several data points all the time, but I'm flipping through 20 different tabs all the time. And sometimes it gets lost. You forget, oh, I forgot to look at that. Yeah, duh. So I was like, I need to put everything in one place so that there's no excuses for why I can't find or why I'm making a bad trade. There's no excuses. All the data is in one place. I'm going to color code it and make it extremely easy to make sense of the data. Just look at it. It tells a story, right? So I decided to build this thing, and I also integrated AI with it as well. Some really cool features in there. Just AI is the cherry on top for everything. So let me just go ahead and kind of walk through this, show you guys what I'm going for here. So this is our overview dashboard. Looking at all the macroeconomic functions that drive Bitcoin's price. I'm not going to get into these right now. I'll get into these in a later indicator, but you can see that sorry, this needs to get changed. The from red. Um, it's still in beta version. I'm still working through things, but like the data is all accurate. The color coding is not. So we're working on that. Got our trading view chart. We got a global liquidity chart so we can kind of see that 10-week lead, the trend, where things are going. And then I have a proprietary model that I've been building. Here are pi cycles and some other data, um, analytics that I'm doing to try to predict the top. It's looking pretty promising. Still working through that. Got our AI here. Let me go ahead and create a new chat real quick. So we got our volatility therapy buddy. This is my favorite piece of the whole thing. So this thing will snap back at you if you are being a baby with volatility. The story behind this real quick is that people call me all the time when volatility happens, and they're like they want to be coddled. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I'm just like, just sit there and hold. So eventually I was like, okay, I'm going to create an AI that helps people get through volatility. So I have soft, buttery hands and need help holding on to my Bitcoin because I am weak and soft. How do I do it? So Volley is powered by Grok. So Grok is our uncensored AI. So let's see what it snaps back with. Love it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Soft buttery hands sounds like you've been lounging around in a bubble bath while the market's been out here forging steel. Look, Bitcoin's riding a strong uptrend right now, up over 2.5%, heading north of 96K. Don't ignore the risk signals, blah, blah, blah. But this is great. Build some real resilience, drop the self-pity, hit the gym, pump some iron, go for a run, sharpen your mind. This is all the things that I wanted to say to people, who are, who need to use this tool. So this thing's great. It's super funny. I love that piece. We also have Perplexity and some other models in there that are pretty cool. Um, this is I don't know, my internet's a little slow today. This is our MicroStrategy dashboard. These are just kind of some basic KPIs. This is still under development. I've been working on this for a few days now. The data collection for all this has been a nightmare. I have all the raw data here. It's been a great exercise for analysis purposes, but building an app it's very difficult. built the same model here with MicroStrategy as well. Um, have basic options analytics of, let's just look at, a basic option here. Actually, that's a bad one. Let's do something like, yeah, 445. And we have our price history. We can see high, low, average, implied volatility. So some of these, my data source is having some issues with these, random zeros in here. So I'm working on getting that fixed. But like I said, this is still beta version. So just some basic options analytics here. I'm going to enhance this in the future. Um, we have this ETF dashboard as well, but this is actually going to become like the institutional holdings dashboard or institutions. I haven't gotten the name down yet, but we're just kind of looking at what the big players are doing here. Got some whale on-chain analytics here as well, seeing what they're doing, inflows, outflows. And then I'm working on a trading journal as well, so everyone can document their sentiment along the way, kind of hopefully reference it later in the future, learn from your own mistakes. And we're gonna have price prediction diaries in there basically too. So it's like similar to TradingView. I can't, for me to use TradingView charts in here, like the full functional TradingView charts, it would have cost me an enormous amount of money. I'm actually not even allowed to reveal the number because of an NDA. So I am not doing that. That's why you see many different chart types here. I'm still working through that. This is all, like I said, beta. The data is all accurate though, so that's good. But I'm looking for beta testers. I'm going to give a really good deal for this. For if you're in the MicroStrategy trade, I built this for myself personally, and like full disclosure, this cost me a ton of money to build because I just haven't stopped. Like I want this thing, so I'm using it for myself, and I'm going to make money on the MicroStrategy trade. I don't really care if I make money on this. I just want to break even, and I have monthly costs to keep it alive. So you don't want to buy my product, I don't really care. There's a pretty good chance that if you use this, it's going to help you make money. I'm not going to say it is going to make you money, and nothing in here is financial advice. However, it's fantastic insight into all of the happenings and the drivers of Bitcoin's price. So if you choose to use this, I think that you're going to have good results. But that is all an opinion, not financial advice. This is not going to make you money. So again, I will give a great deal to the people who helped me in my early stages here as, kind of a startup for beta access. And all I ask is that you give me feedback and, make suggestions. I also have a Discord group where, we can all have conversations and hopefully help each other, and we can all make money here. And hopefully, we can keep a professional environment, and we can really try to learn from each other and take this very seriously, because I'm taking it very seriously. So thank you all, and look for more videos, and I will keep going with explaining the ins and outs of my dashboard.